I'm claiming it right here and now that I am going to have my first $500,000 launch. Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday morning. I started my work day this morning at 5 a.m. I got my first work session in. It's now 5:55. I made coffee for Nick, woke him up. We're about to get ready to go for our daily morning walk, 45 minutes up and down the hill. Having said that, today is an outreach day, which means I have meetings today. Today's the day that I reach out to past Together Relaunch members to be like, yo, like you had excellent results and we really want to get a testimonial of you talking about the results you got with Together Relaunch. This is an important part of launching that a lot of people skim over. It's about collecting the data from your past members to make sure that you're communicating the value of your offering to your future members. I also have some other things like approvals of Instagram feed posts, confirming Facebook ads. I'm trying to get a little bit of approvals done at the end of the day to make tomorrow easier because tomorrow is approval day and I've got like 12 approvals to do tomorrow. So that's what's going on. Let's do this. Hello, sweet world. I thought that we could lime while I do my hair and makeup. If you're new around here, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and here in Trinidad, we use the word lime. It means hang out, spend some time together. So that's what we're gonna do. I just started doing my skincare routine, and then I was like, oh my God, I should be vlogging. So that's what's going on. So much has happened since the last time that I saw you. Okay, so firstly, I'm claiming it right here and now that I am going to have my first $500,000 launch. I know that that's like really big and scary for some people to hear. I mean, it's really big and scary for me, but I think I'm such a pro at launching that I know the feeling that I have to embody if I want to create success in this launch. And that means claiming it, but also like holding it loosely. So I'm gonna talk to you about what that means. Essentially, when you launch, you wanna have a goal that feels big and scary. Like I've had a $200,000 launch. I think we've had like a $260,000 launch. I need to check the numbers. But we've never had a $500,000 launch. So yeah, it's big, it's scary, it's audacious, but that's kind of what you want, right? Every time that you launch, every time that you relaunch, especially when you're launching the same thing, you want to get better and better and better at launching. So this is now my third time launching Together Relaunch. It's actually my fourth, but I don't count the first time because the first time I did Together Relaunch was in 2016. It was a long, long time ago. I never thought I'd go back to it, if I'm being honest. It's like you want to have the goal, but you also don't want to obsess over the goal. You want to believe it with your mind, body, spirit. You want to feel it in your body like it's already happened. You want to own it before it has actually happened. However, you also want to be open enough to know that you are not God. You are not life. You are not what this world revolves around. And so understanding that if I don't hit the $500,000 launch, it's not a reflection of me as a business owner. It's not a reflection of me as a launch strategist. All it means is that there's more for me to learn and that there's a next level for me and everything is happening for me, not to me. That's literally what this comes down to. And when you believe that, you know that if you don't hit your launch goals, it's not the end of the world. This is not my only launch that I'm ever gonna have. I'm always telling my Together Relaunch members, like, remember guys, this is one of many. Like, this is not your last launch. This is not the be all end all. This is one of many. The response to Launch Diaries has just been so refreshing. I can't tell you how good it feels to be making content that I enjoy making, that other people enjoy consuming. Not just like other people enjoy consuming it, but my ideal clients. Like, you guys are messaging me and like we're getting to talk about launches, and to me that is just the best. Like, I just love it. It also makes me feel super confident because I feel like Launch Diaries was the perfect thing to launch right before we launch Together Relaunch and the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp. So I just feel like aligned. I feel like I'm attracting my people. I feel like I'm being very transparent about my goals. Like, I want to have my first $500,000 launch. And I have not felt this aligned in my business since, I was telling Nick, it's like since 2016 when I had my first 6-figure launch. So I'm just feeling good. And that's the important part of launching, is feeling good. And feeling good does not necessarily mean that you're perfect. Like, you guys know that I'm very action oriented and I'm very detail oriented, and I plan out my day, and I've actually planned out today and I'm already behind. It's not about being perfect. It's about giving it your best. It's about accepting yourself when you're not in the mood. This weekend was a really good example of that. I spent the entire weekend basically editing Launch Diaries 3. And in my head, I was like, you know, this is fun for me. This doesn't really count as work, but it 100% is work, right? So on Monday, I woke up and I was just like, migraine, not feeling to work at all. But that's a part of it, right? Part of launching is knowing when to lean into your creativity, when to be like, yes, like I'm really feeling to edit my videos right now. I'm gonna spend my weekend doing that, cool. But also part of it is being like, I woke up on Monday and I'm just exhausted. Like, I need to rest, I need to take things slow. And removing the pressure. I think this is a part of what makes launching unbearable for so many people, is the pressure that we put on ourselves as business owners to be perfect. If you could change your mindset and start seeing all of your mistakes instead as benefits, right? If you really start believing that everything's happening for you and not to you, then you can tap into the mindset that actually listening to your body in the moment is the most productive thing that you can do, even if it means stepping away from work, even if it means being like, I have to take Monday off, right? Our bodies don't work on a 9-to-5 schedule. And I think it's hard for us as business owners. Like, yes, you want to have boundaries and you want to be able to say, you know, I want to be in bed by 8-9 p.m. Okay, fair enough. Like, boundaries are very important. But what's also important is listening to your own creative schedule. We're not robots. You can't just switch on your creativity and then switch it off, right? That's not how we work. Especially as women, like, our moods dictate so much. And depending on where you're at in your cycle, like, there's just so much going on that for me, the most important thing I can do is turn inwards and listen to myself and be like, what do I need today? Yesterday, I needed to take the day off. And really all I needed was to have zero responsibilities. I didn't want to get on any calls yesterday. I didn't want to have any deadlines yesterday. I didn't want to have to answer to anyone yesterday. So in the morning I logged onto Slack and I was like, guys, if you need anything urgently, let me know now, because I'm about to switch off for the rest of the day. And no one needed anything urgent from me, and I was able to switch off for the rest of the day. Now, switching off for the rest of the day for me literally just meant I just don't want the pressure of like anything, but I still showed up. And I still worked. I still did like a 6-hour work day, right? So even though I took the day off, and even though I had a slow day and I went at my own pace, it was what I needed. And I was still productive. So this week is all about getting our assets finalized for the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp, which the cart opens for on July 5th. Mark your calendars, and if you're not on the waitlist yet, I highly recommend getting on the waitlist, because we're going to be giving away, I can't even remember what it is, I think it's $500. Yes, the first person who joins Ultimate Launch Bootcamp on the VIP level, because Ultimate Launch Bootcamp is going to have 2 levels. One is like the regular level, and one is the VIP level. So the first person who joins on the VIP level is going to win $500 US, and they're going to get their entire order for free. So if you're not on the wait list, get on it, because we're only gonna be doing that special for people who are on the wait list July 5th. I know in Launch Diaries 3, which by the way is my favorite Launch Diaries yet. Every time I make a new Launch Diaries episode, it's my favorite one. I've only made 3 though, so right now my favorite is number 3. In Launch Diaries number 3, I shared a lot from our meetings, which I really enjoy. Like, I would love to see inside other people's meetings. I don't know if I'm gonna do that again today. Today I have, I think, 4 or 5 meetings. It's a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna show the meetings or if this is gonna be more of a vlog, like a week vlog video. Time will tell. But yeah, the focus of this week as a team is to try to get everything done and ready for the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp so that we are good to go. That means that my to-do list is very long. That's why I'm kind of like talking to you and rushing to get my makeup done at the same time. Today is my outreach and meetings day. I decided to divide my week day by day based on types of tasks so that I could just stay focused on whatever type of task I'm working on. So today, it's all about meetings and outreach. I'll be reaching out to past Together Relaunch members to try and get more testimonials. That's very, very important. But I'll also be on team meetings, just updating everyone on where we're at and making sure everyone's on the same page and very prepped for the launch ahead. Tomorrow is approvals day. So tomorrow, I think that's like my least favorite thing to do. Like, I just hate having to go through so many pieces of content, go through sales emails, go through sales pages, it's like pretty much anything that you see forward facing, I have to give the last approval on. And a lot of times, because Cindy is so new to our team, there's a lot of changes and it's time consuming. It's like we're going through training, but we're also going through launching at the same time. It's just poor timing. Thursday is filming day. You know, if you watch Launch Diaries 2, how my last filming day went. It didn't go very well. So I think I have high expectations that I'll film a lot on Thursday, but I'm just not sure how realistic those expectations are, seeing as what happened last time. Having said that, I'm getting better at filming. I'm getting more in the swing of things. It should not take as much time as it took last time. Like I said, only time will tell. And then Friday is something. If you've been following me for any length of time, you'll know that normally Friday is my day off. I love a 4-day work week. Friday, like everyone on the team knows, don't expect Alex to do any work on a Friday. Friday is my time off, but because we are in launch mode, this Friday we volunteered to babysit Irie, who is our friend's daughter. She's almost 3 years old, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it will be very fun. So the reason I'm happy about babysitting on Friday is because it's going to essentially force me to take half the day off. But yeah, I'm very clear and specific on what I want to finish this week. I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you guys, but the exact curriculum that I'm going through now in terms of like my tasks and what we're focusing on each week, it's all based on Together Relaunch. So right now, we're actually in week 5 of Together Relaunch. I feel like a good slicked back look. What do you guys think? Also, I've decided in these launch diaries, you're getting the real raw me. I went to boarding school in England. I swear. I swear a lot. So if you hear me swearing, just know it's my inner Brit coming out. Also, last but not least before I go, did I show you? Look at how cute this is. I wanted to get a Together Relaunch themed pop socket because my pop socket stopped working. And here we go. Isn't it cute? Okay, I'm gonna take a picture to post proof that I'm filming. How do I do this? That'll work. Okay, it's time for me to start working. Tuesday, let's get this week. Let's do it. Week 5 Together Relaunch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you. Woo. You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweet.
How has your day been? Hi, Granny. Another birthday girl.
Look at that, I'm excited.
It looks like a beautiful day in England.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Hey, that is a great question that I'm now seeing about the difference between the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp and Together Relaunch. So they are two very different things, but they're both serving the same ideal client. So the ideal client is someone who has already launched either an online course or a membership site. They've already experienced profitability in their business. They are an experienced business owner. They just have not yet had their first 6-figure launch, and they're really ready to tap into that next level of authority in the online space. They want to be known for whatever it is that they do, and they know that a launch will not only help them achieve that, but will also help them have a massive payday, and they're really excited about that. Format-wise, the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp is a 5-day online live experience. So it's something that we're all going to be going through together at the same time live. It's 5 days long, and essentially I've tried to jam pack it with as much information as possible to help people have their best launch yet. So it's 5 trainings, but there's also going to be bonus trainings. There's going to be mindset sessions. We also have a VIP level where you will get access to group coaching. So that's the Ultimate Launch Bootcamp. Together We Launch, on the other hand, is a 6-month experience. So Together We Launch is really the step-by-step, play-by-play. I'm guiding you through your launch. I'm telling you exactly what you need to be focusing on each and every single week. You're going through it together with a group of entrepreneurs from all over the world, and it's a 6-month experience, and the goal of that is to help you have your first 6-figure launch together. So we're all in it together, and what's cool about it is that everyone who's in Together We Launch is going through it at the exact same time as you, so you never feel alone, and it really helps you stay accountable. We've launched this 2 times already and have had incredible results. So many people have had their first 6-figure launch through this, so it's proven. We know it works. Now we are just tweaking, improving, making it even better this next time around. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited. Ultimate Launch Bootcamp opens cart on July 5th, but it actually starts on July 19th. And then we will open applications for Together We Launch on July 23rd. And we will actually start Together We Launch on August 2nd. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I just love that you replied rooting for me and that 500K launch. Thank you. Your support and you cheering me on means so much to me.
So at the end of Together We Launch, it was so transforming because it not only impacted my business and how we were going to be able to support ourselves for the next couple months, but also we have a personal goal to start a family and to also buy a house by the time that I'm 30, which is coming up very soon. And now I feel that these things are actually going to be happening, and I'm very thankful that my life has been transformed with Together We Launch, because we can finally make moves in our personal life to bring us to the place that we really want to be. The team at Team Beadon is exponentially the most amazing team I've ever seen. Being a systems nerd, it was very impressive how well-oiled and systematized their whole entire team is, especially the lovely Laura. And I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of it, because I was inspired by every single impressive how well-oiled and systematized their.
Hey Cheryl, it's Alex here. I wanted to send you a quick message because we are preparing to relaunch Together We Launch. Yay! It's happening on July 23rd, and we're trying to get all of our ducks in a row to make sure that we are as prepared as possible. And one of the things that we're missing right now are testimonials from our most recent cohort. So many of you guys had your first 6-figure launches. I know that you doubled your launch goal and almost 8 times your last launch result, which is incredible. But only 2 of you actually sent in testimonials. And so I wanted to reach out to you to just ask you if there was any way that you would be able to send me a video of your testimonial. We are going to keep it super simple for you. I've listed out a couple of questions that I would love for you to just sit in front of your camera, in front of like a well-lit area, and just answer the questions one by one. And you can make mistakes. It does not have to be perfect. We will take that video and edit it to be used in our marketing materials. If this is something that you could do for me, it would just make me so happy. I know that you had your biggest launch to date with Together We Launch, and I really want to attract the right people into this next cohort of Together We Launch, and having your testimonial would really make such a massive difference. So if this is something that you'd be willing to do, let me know. I'm really hoping that it's a yes. And other than that, I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Just so that we're on the same page, I'm just gonna kind of use this as like a content meeting as well. But I'm starting to get a lot of responses in my DMs of people being like, wow, I'm really loving these Launch Diaries. It's the right people that we're attracting through the Launch Diaries. Cindy, I'm so happy. I know it's been a roller coaster, but I just feel so happy. I shouldn't feel that happy because there's still a lot that needs to be done, but I feel like we're in a good place.
We are. I feel like if you get the Facebook ads done this week, we'd be like,
yeah. And last
literally.
week, remember last week we were like, we're 1 video ahead? Well, this week we're 2 videos ahead. So maybe next week we'll be 3 videos ahead.
love this for us.
Me too. Okay. Thank you, Cindy.
Hello, Alex. Hope you're having a great day. I just had to pop in and share with you. So I'm getting some work done, and because it's a beautiful day, I was having trouble focusing, and I was like, you know what? I've been meaning to watch Alex's Launch Diaries. I'm gonna put that on. Can I just say that you totally got me into focus mode? Like, I have you playing in my ears, talking to Alex as I'm setting up some things in Notion for my client. It's just finding it hilarious. So I thought I'd share with you and let you know that you're like virtually co-working with me without co-working with me. So hope you're having a great day. Hope your granny is doing well, and all the hugs and kisses. Take care.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I would be honored. However, it has to go through my team first because my team makes all of my collaboration decisions. So if you can send an email to contact@alexbeadon.com with a full proposal of what would be required from me, how long would the interview be, what types of conversations are you looking to have. I'm happy for you to use my name, of course. And basically anything that you think would be helpful for them to make a decision, I'm gonna message them and let them know to keep an eye out from you and to let them know that I'd be really interested in doing this. The only thing is timing. I know we're being very particular about saying yes to things and when it happens. So also include in the email when you would like for the interview to take place.
My lunch is on the way.
This is so good. You got better every day. Nick, I'm getting so much interest right now around Together We Launch, Ultimate Launch Bootcamp, Launch Diaries, and we're 4 weeks away.
That's crazy. That's really good.
I know. And I think that our Facebook ad strategy is working.
You got an exercise today?
No. What time are you all doing it?
4:30 regular time.
I have a call with Keegan at 4.
You got to sign on? About what?
Email marketing.
No, serious?
He's my 6th and final call of the day. Someone just messaged me. She said she loves Launch Diaries, but in particular, she loves Launch Diaries 1 because it's longer. She plays it. She said she's listened to it multiple times while she works.
Wow.
So it feels like she's co-working. She's like, I just sit there and I have you on in the background and I'm there.
That's interesting.
Working. Hello friends, it is Tuesday, middle of the day. I've had lunch. I've had 4 calls. I thought I had 5 calls today. I actually have 6. I've already done 3. I canceled my last one because I was like, my mind feels like it might explode at any minute. So I'm about to get on a production call in the next 15 minutes, and then I have one last call with Laura at the end of the day to review Together We Launch ideas and improvements and basically get the ball rolling on any ideas that we've had over the last week. Every time that I launch, as I launch, I write down different things, different ways I think we could better support our launches through Together We Launch, so that Together We Launch is like a living, breathing, always growing, always getting better offering. Oh my God, this is so good. My brain hurts. I just feel like, I don't know. Today's just been a lot of talking. I put all of my meetings in one day to try and avoid having meetings throughout the rest of the week. The only exception is that on Thursdays, I normally have one-on-one call every single Thursday, and it alternates between different clients. Generally, I'm just feeling so good. Like, I feel so excited for the launch. I feel more prepared than I've ever felt before in any other launch. I feel like we're implementing all of the strategies that we actually have planned for. We have done things in advance, like things are happening as they should. And this is the thing with launching, is that, you know, you'll never be a perfect launcher. It's an ongoing journey, but every single time you launch, you'll get better and better and better. And you add layers to your launches, right? So every time you launch, you're like, okay, now we have space to do this. Now we have time to do that, etc. I'm so tired. Like, I just want to sit and enjoy this moment. But I have 4 minutes before I have to go, so. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 1:58 p.m.
I've turned on your 1:58 p.m. alarm.
Yay! Okay, we can officially start. Welcome to our production meeting, everyone. Amazing. Okay, so I'm proud. Oh, look, I even wrote it. I am so proud. Look at these numbers. Ready? So at the same time as we're planning the launch, Alex and I are essentially making sure that the product itself is working, that it's as valuable as possible, and that it makes as much sense as possible. I know last time the product, we were having a lot of overwhelm at the beginning, and so we're trying to really change it up. So you'll see if you ever go into the curriculum and launch calendar, the reason why there's internal things and then 4 launchers is that these are the weeks that we're using internally that are supposed to match the weeks that Together We Launch launchers will be having once the product starts.
Right now, we're in week 5 of Together We Launch, because it's as though we're going through the curriculum ourselves to make sure that it has everything it needs when they go through it. We're trying to make the process as easy for them as possible by going through it ourselves. 3, it's a boomerang. 2, 1, smile. Amazing.
All right, ciao, ciao, everybody.
Bye. Hey Nick.
Mm.
Someone messaged me back from Together We Launch. I asked her for a testimonial. She said, thanks for your message. It was super to hear from you. I still look back fondly at my time in Together We Launch, and we've actually had 3 back-to-back 100K launches since taking your program, so I'll be happy to give a testimonial as what you've taught me has been life-changing. 3 back-to-back 100K launches.
That was amazing.
Really? I knew you were
Hi, Joaquin. He's like, feed me. Hi! Oh, Laura. You realize that what we're doing, essentially, is we're creating systems for people who want to launch.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really fantastic.
You're so smart. So are you gonna add this into Airtable? Do you know I hate adding things into Airtable? Are you surprised? It's like my least favorite thing to do.
Not surprised. And just tell me to do it and I'll do it.
Okay. Right, this was an idea because I'm really starting to think about bonuses, Laura. When we go to sell in those last 2 webinars, having bonuses is just like, and you get this, and you get this, and you get this.
Organize our tasks.
You know what might also be a good bonus, Laura? Is walking the team through, or walking everyone through our roles.
Maybe it's just we brand it as a behind the scenes of Team Beadon, and that way we don't have to.
I agree.
That way we're not like telling people like this is what we do specifically and here's what we recommend. It's more like this is how our team works. Now, how do you think it would work best? Like, legitimately a talking head, like you go through and you say what everyone does, or maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's just more of like a behind-the-scenes conversation, Alex and Laura, on how our team works, or is it more like a Zoom call with the whole team and everyone goes one-on-one, describing who they are and what they do? I think that would be not as fun.
I think it should just be us.
So maybe we brand it as you get a behind-the-scenes 30-minute conversation of the roles, like of the team and who's important and who we think is our potential hires or something like that. Like
Contractors.
Yeah, like what to outsource, what not to outsource. As well as, who our next hire would be or whatever.
So, something I've noticed, and this has been on accident, is that, of course, people are taking pictures in front of their Post-it note walls. That should be our thing. It could be like part of our advertising. We could have photos on the sales page of like our people standing in front of their walls, and
right.
I'm just saying it could be a part of our brand.
Yeah, I like it.